Good morning, good afternoon. All right, just make sure you guys can hear me. Good morning, good afternoon. I hope everybody's having a great day. Today is July 13th, and this is for the new moon in Cancer. It's also for the element of Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Get this cord out of the way. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about the new moon in Cancer. By the way, thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome back to all my returning subscribers. I am grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. So when you come into this live stream, give me a fonzie and leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. And if you are not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, a little notification bell, so that you know when I go live or when I post videos. I lost my little foamy thing. All right. Anyways, so this video is for the element of Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So the new moon in Cancer will peak at 5:43 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on July 14th, which is tomorrow, setting the lunar calendar's tone for emotional resets, home life adjustments, and inner reflection. The moon rules Cancer. It's its native sign. This lunation brings heightened intuition, deep comfort seeking, and a strong focus on family and sanctuary. However, this isn't a typical fresh start new moon because Mercury is retrograde in the sign of Cancer. I just seen an orb. Anyways, the cosmic theme was revisiting, reviewing, and refilling rather than recharging aggressively into new territory. So, past lessons and communication with Mercury retrograde overlapping the new moon, unfinished conversations, lingering fears, and old patterns from the past resurface. This provided an opportunity to heal old wounds and clear out emotional baggage. The energy favored setting intentions centered on emotional fulfillment, self-care, making your living space feel like a true sanctuary rather than rushing into big brand new ventures. For those prominent with Cancer placements, this served as an annual personal reset. It is an ideal time to redefine personal boundaries, protect your peace, and lean into your softest, most nurturing self. Okay? So its energy is focused on emotional healing, inner security, home, family, and self-care. It's going to take you down a trip. It's taking you for a trip down memory lane. Venus in Virgo forms a tense square with Uranus in Gemini right before the new moon peaks, injecting a dose of uncertainty, unexpected shifts, and sudden clarity regarding what no longer serves your emotional growth. So, review before you renew. Instead of mapping out an entirely unfamiliar future, write down the emotional lessons that have kept repeating in your life since last December and identify the one truth that has finally become crystal clear. In other words, renew the repetitive patterns. Write it down, identify it, and then cleanse it, get rid of it. Cancer rules the home. Spend an evening of July 14th clearing a physical corner of your room, changing your bedding, or redecorating with items and family photos that evoke a deep sense of belonging. Instead of writing a long, overwhelming manifestation list, just choose one boundary, focused commitment, or self-care habit. The moon's light is totally dark on July 14th. Spiritual advisors suggest waiting until the crescent moon begins emerging between July 15th and 17th to actively speak or write out your intentions to the universe. All right. So that's a little bit about the new moon energy for the element of Earth. Let's see what is happening. What's the moon's energy around the element of Earth? So you're being asked to breathe it out. So when you breathe, earth signs, when you breathe in through your nose, you bring in um, spirit, like you breathe in and breathe in the air. And then when you breathe out, that air that you breathe in removes stagnant energy that you carry within yourself. So during this healing phase, you're being asked to do some breathing work so that you can remove some cloudiness, disseminating. So letting it go, removing it, like cleaning out the clutter emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually, so that you can feel at home within yourself to help you confront these patterns, to help you um, feel better. Because when you breathe, you release stagnant energy, and then you activate what needs to be activated. Let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, or nothing will come of this situation. A new start is coming. So breathe out, because nothing's going to come of a situation. Yeah, a personal issue is about to be resolved in your North Node, which talks about you've learned this lesson. So you've learned some sort of a major lesson on a personal level when it comes to your family, when it comes to people you call family, and it's being resolved. And then you got a new start coming within the end of the week. All right, so let's put that down there. I don't know why I picked it up. So let's go ahead and pull. Show me what the element of earth with the new moon. So something about some magic. Send nudes. To me, you look perfect. Nothing is impossible. This is a mirror. You are a written sentence. Show me yours. I'll show you mine. So, for some of you, some sort of magic could have happened here, earth signs. Somebody could have did some sort of magic, maybe used a picture, um, wrote something on it, maybe showed it around. All because maybe somebody was envious of how you looked. You've been looking for, if you've been looking for signs, here it is. But Spirit's telling you nothing is going to come of this situation. It's going to be resolved very, very quickly. All right. So let's clarify. First, we'll clarify the magic. And I have one card, please, and thank you. Clarifying magic. Yeah, 2 of cups. Or no, 6 of cups. 6 of cups in reverse. So this could actually be definitely with the past, something about past magic. Somebody being very nostalgic, because the 6 of cups is all about Cancer. It's all about nostalgia. So Venus in Virgo, this is helping you to see some repetitive patterns in the past or signs. Could have something to do with your child as well. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords talks about, see people shooting things off, like shooting off at the mouth, spying, lying, gossiping. You got people's arms here reaching out. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of arms, but you have these 2 people who are battling in a center. So something is about to pop off. And there's definitely some other people involved in it, because the swords represents communication, what we think about. One card for nudes. Yes, I'm telling you, a tower. Somebody's under judgment. Somebody is under judgment. So a judgment call has been made. Because something needs to change. The Tower card comes through telling you that something needs to change. Or signs. See the picture? And it does look like somebody's home. So something about the home place, absolutely, with the new moon in Cancer. And this is a 16, which is 2 days after the new moon, which is when the crescent moon will start. So some sort of a change is about to happen. Somebody is being called to do something. Look, there's 3 people on that card. Like somebody's going to get a major aha moment. It looks like some sort of an explosion is going to happen. Somebody's going to push somebody's button. The cops may be called, so be aware of that. Are signs. Maybe being called to somebody's house. That's why you're being asked to breathe. Somebody could be heavily thinking about something that happened at their house. The send news doesn't always mean a nude picture. It could be talking about being vulnerable to somebody. This is a mirror. You are a written sentence for the element of earth. The world card. A cycle has completed here. Somebody answered the call, and a cycle is completed here. So somebody could have did some mirror magic. Somebody could have did something in the past, and now they're going to be experiencing like a major aha moment. On a worldly level, I feel like, I hate to say it, but there's a bomb coming somewhere. Somebody could be firing off a bomb on a worldly level. If you look on this card, there's 2 people embracing. Somebody could be getting caught up. Maybe somebody's getting caught nude. All right, to me, look perfect. Can I have one card, please? I'll take this one. Yeah, Hanged Man. So Neptune is currently retrograde in Aries, so you need to see something from a different perspective about what the delay was. What the delay was is something needed to change. A repetitive pattern from the past needed to change, earth signs. So you're being asked to take the time to breathe, whatever this tower moment is that's out. I feel like somebody judged you. Kids could have been involved, but the cycle is complete. So instead of exploding and with the headspace, they want you to take the time to step back, take a pause, right? Breathe it out. See something from a different perspective. You know what else I'm seeing? CSA nudes. Somebody getting caught up with CSA pictures. That could be on a worldly level. All right, nothing is impossible for the element of earth. Three of hazards and the 2 of hazards. So 23 could be significant. So the two of hazards in reverse talks about something that's out of balance. Somebody could be chained and tied to something, but something is definitely out of balance here. It's definitely something needs to change. The three of pentacles in reverse talks about somebody working with another person. So somebody literally could have I don't know. It's like somebody was chasing something, because if you look this person through a bone and it's this one's chasing it. Look, and then the whatever that is, that zombie comes back with the bone. And it's the same zombie that's chained up in this card. Let me show you again. See this zombie that's chained up over here? Got a chain around his neck. Somebody threw somebody a bone over here. The zombie tasted it and caught it. And because they taste it, now they're getting caught up for something. They like chained. They're chained. Somebody may feel it's impossible to get out of this situation. It's impossible to make these changes. It's impossible to bring in the state of balance again. But what you need to see is just a bump in the road, right? Once you see it from a different perspective, you'll see it perfectly. Once you take off those lenses, you will see something perfectly of why something was delayed. The reason why was because of some sort of magic. Judgment has definitely been called on a situation for these people who did it. Yeah, they wanted to win at all costs. This person was greedy. Yep. This person was greedy. Now they could be going to jail with the judgment card here and the hermit card in reverse. They could be going to jail. They could be in spiritual jail. Yeah, they can no longer lead somebody on, or what do they call that? Bait and clickbait. They can no longer clickbait somebody. Yeah, they wanted to win at all costs because they're greedy. Now they could be feeling hopeless because nothing's going to come of this situation. Somebody is still going to be single, sexy, and successful. Whatever they're working on, they're going to build. They're going to be thrown in the spotlight. They're getting a wish granted. Or they're going to be able to live the life that they've always lived. Because why? Because they escaped something. They escaped some sort of magic. They paid attention to the signs, protected themselves. Somebody's codependent. So yeah, definitely somebody is getting a new start here, and a personal issue at the home place is being resolved because a particular person learned a lesson the hard way through the tower, and now something shocking is going to happen to somebody. I feel like it's going to come by surprise because somebody's in their north node. So let's pull an angel card for this situation. What angel? So somebody is shifting their mindset from a lack mentality to believing that anything is possible. Somebody wanted to make something very, very hard for somebody, and it's bait and click. And what they did was they tried to bait and click somebody by throwing them like on this stake in front of this person's face. The bait and click, just to keep them trapped, just to keep them on a chain, to keep them coming back for more and more and more. But it didn't work. Could have had something to do with the World Wide Web and the internet as well. Somebody could have did some sort of magic on the Yeah. So look, Archangel Raphael, healthy lifestyle. Eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. So Archangel Raphael done stepped up in the house. The moon cycle, we're talking about the new moon in Cancer. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestation and capitalize upon these cycles. So somebody is noticing the moon. Something about the power of three coming through here. So somebody is already feeling the intensity of the moon. But a couple of days after the moon, something is being resolved so that something new can come in. On the bottom of the deck, yeah, gift from the universe. We angels bring you gifts from the creator. Open your arms to receive. Yeah, so somebody here is receiving a cup of love from the universe. Somebody could have did some magic. Moon cycle could have did magic every moon cycle to try to block something from coming in for another person. Why do I feel like somebody used somebody's nude pictures in a clickbait situation to try to gain money out of it? And now they could be getting caught up for it. Yeah, Archangel Raphael again, telling you to just breathe. Somebody could be getting a shocking message. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns or sign. Make sure you get sleep. Make sure you take care of your mental and emotional health and your physical health. Because remember, this greedy individual wanted to win at all costs. They wanted to win at all costs. The Five of Swords, the Hermit, and the Queen of Pentacles. They did something for money out of greed. Clickbaited somebody on the internet with somebody's nude picture, and somebody's going to find out about it. And if I was you, I would press charges. Look at all the hands reaching out. Look how she's just laying there on the couch. At home. All right. Thank you for watching Earth Signs. Have a great day.